I don't want to own a PC and a PS5 and an Xbox just so I can play 3 different games. That's ridiculous. Alright, we're going to try this again because the first time it didn't record. And I'm actually mad this time. Stadia's shutting down. There are a couple of reasons I'm upset about this. A, there's no reason why the neckbeards on Twitter complaining this whole time about how their piece of plastic is better than my piece of plastic and I'm a moron for choosing the cloud should be right. Because they are not right. Stadia fought for universal access, regardless of your device. They found a way to get around Apple's sideloading, which is ridiculous in itself, but that's how committed these people were to making a universal gaming platform that didn't depend on money and status and product availability. Hint, PS5. I was standing outside a GameStop a week ago to get a PS5 2 years after launch. That's ridiculous. Stadia was the future. And yeah, I know, just get an Xbox, get Xbox Game Pass. I don't want to pay like $30 a month or whatever it is just to play a game that previously was on every device. Just because Microsoft saw what Google was doing. They had a meeting after Stadia was launched and were like, how are we going to stop this as a competitor? And they just flexed their wallet at them and spent like 10 times what Star Wars was worth just to lock everyone else out. That's ridiculous to me. Also, how is that not anti-competitive? But that's not the point of this video. Now that Stadia is being shut down, the customer, the normal people are going to lose out. Stadia was a place of uniformity. Everyone could play the same game regardless of you had a phone, if you had a Chromebook, if you had a tablet, if you had a computer, if you had a desktop, didn't matter. You could play it with a minor internet connection. It was smooth, it was consistent, and I never once had any problems with it, even with a minor internet connection when I lived in Ohio. That's why I'm mad at this, because that is what's being attacked. The fact that now we have to choose a piece of plastic and I have to jump back in with the Redditors in the pool and try to explain every 5 seconds why I have a PS5 instead of an Xbox. I'm just over it. I just want to play the game. Like, I don't understand why it has to be like this. I mean, I do understand why it has to be like this because these massive companies that are bigger than anyone should ever be allowed to exist demand that it's that way because they want the profits. Doom ran on everything until now. It's an Xbox exclusive, and I guarantee you it will not come to any other place except Xbox or Game Pass. And I don't want an Xbox. I don't want to own a PC and a PS5 and an Xbox just so I can play 3 different games. That's ridiculous. This is 2022, not 2002. There's no programming limitation. There's no reason why I couldn't play Halo on a PS5. It's just because Xbox owns it and they want to keep it exclusive. That's it. But they dropped $40 billion on Bethesda. You think they need more money? They make a ridiculous amount of money right now. So yes, I was a Stadia fan. I'm the only one in my area that is, so I don't have a lot of people to talk to about this in real life, which is why I'm making a video. I have more Stadia controllers than I probably would like to admit. I bought a bunch of them when Google was giving them away, and everyone was listing on Facebook Marketplace for like $20. So I just bought like 4 of them. Because why not? What I'm upset about is that the let's come together, everybody play in the same place. Let's not let hardware or internet or software compatibility, Apple, block you from being able to enjoy a game that you want to play with your friends. Obviously not everything was on Stadia, but it was it was 2 years old, 3 years old. Was everything on Xbox when it was 3 years old? No. We, the normal people, are losing out on this deal. Just like we lost out on the deal when Xbox dropped all that money to secure every single game studio in existence. I understand that I'm not nearly as smart as most of the people that are running Stadia at Google. But would it not have been worth it to at least keep the service open with the current games on it? Just so the Xbox neckbeards didn't plaster all over the internet how Google's unreliable, Google graveyard nonsense, never trust a Google product again, because that's leaking over into Pixel sales, that's leaking over into Chromebooks, that's leaking over into the ecosystem in general. I mean, they're refunding everything, so I guess, it was an experiment, and Google's very good about, even if they shut something down, putting that technology towards something else. For example, Google Plus shut down, and we got Currents, we got Workspace, we got Meet, we got Hangouts, and we got Google Photos. Hangouts shut down, and we got Google Duo, and we got Messages. So like they're good about recycling that information. So I'm convinced that we will see this technology again. But it's very sad that they're being shut down. Yeah, I kind of saw it coming. I was really hoping it was just the media because everyone has been hating on Stadia since day one. But you love Luna for whatever reason, and that's subscription only. So have fun with that. I don't know what else to say. Have fun on your Xbox. Have fun with your exclusives. I guess I'll go back to buying everything on PS5.